the show.
Hey everyone, welcome to the special live show tonight. It is November 1st and at 12:03 a.m. in the morning. Um, First, just to let you guys know, if you don't already know, and I'm sure majority of you already do know, I had surgery October 7th. I had diverticulitis and I had continuous flare-ups. And if you don't know what diverticulitis is, it's a very dangerous, I guess, infection is what it is in the colon, and you need surgery. If you have multiple flare-ups, you need surgery because you can actually die from it. And so, yeah, I needed surgery, had surgery done. Afterwards, the doctor or the surgeon said that it's a good thing I had surgery. He removed about 4 inches of the colon, and he said it was hard and diseased with diverticulitis. He said if I had another flare up, I very possibly would have died. And he said you have about 30 minutes to uh, to save yourself once the colon ruptures. So that's what I've been dealing with. That's why I haven't had a lot of videos up because I've just been recuperating and taking advantage of the rest time. And then I ended up having an infection, a slight infection over the past week, and so I've been taking care of that. And that's why I just haven't been doing videos. But so that's what's going on in case you don't know. But today we got a ton of stuff in because during my rest time over the past even week and a half, I got a ton of crap in from different labels: Warner Brothers, Kino Lorber, Shout Factory, and some others that I usually do individual unboxings, but I decided, you know what, this is a lot. It's too much to actually do individual videos for. So I thought, hey, let's go live and jump on here and open them all up in a live show. Let's see here. John Pimmel says, "You live? Yeah, I am alive. I'm here. Glad to see you. Happy Halloween." Yeah, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate everyone's support. You guys are awesome. And some of you have been patient, which I really appreciate. Some of you haven't been patient. Even those that know what I was dealing with is like, "When's your next video coming out, man?" And I'm like, dude, yeah, some people just only think of themselves. Let me know, guys, in the comments section if you can hear me okay, because this streaming app that I'm using updated to a new design, and I'm been having a little bit of problems with it. That's why I came on a few minutes late. So let me know in the comment section if you can hear me loud and clear and if all's good. Uh, and also let me know, guys, what are you guys looking forward to coming up with new physical media announcements? But before we begin, I have to announce something that's coming up. It's going to be, I guess, the first week, Thanksgiving weekend. So I guess the first weekend of December. And we are starting a new series. And this one is actually hosted by my twin brother, Simon. I know a lot of you, many of you, have been asking for years, where's Simon at? Where's he at? And yeah, so finally we put a show together that we've been working on for a while now, and it's about film scores, film soundtracks. He's not just going to review them, but we already have about 4 interviews from different film composers under in the can. Un, and We got John Ottman, who we're friends with, Brad Fidel. Now, Brad Fidel, if you don't know, he composed the music to Terminator 2, True Lies. He's done some other work too. He's written, I think he's written some operas and some live music that way. And he's very, very hard to get to do interviews. He very rarely does interviews, and we finally got him. We snagged him, and we got him, and we did an amazing interview, fantastic interview. And also, we did an interview with classic composer David Newman. David Newman, we got a interview with him. Those are already in the can, and we're working on editing them, and we're going to be releasing an interview per month on that series. And then in between that, we're going to have some guests on talking about, we're going to have some spotlight of videos too. Like we're going to take a year, like say 1989, and talk about the soundtracks of that year. We're going to take a movie. I think one of the first movies we're going to release is soundtrack we're gonna release is about Batman, 1989 Batman with Danny Elfman. We're gonna talk about that with the friend of the show, Harry Marks from Let's All Go to Lobbies. So yeah, it's gonna be a really fun show. We're gonna drop one episode per week. It's awesome. So we can't wait. Yeah, John Pemmel says Brad is also the amazing composer of Fright Night. Yeah, that's right. He composed Fright Night. He also composed a very underrated movie that I never hear anyone talk about, and that's Blink. I think it was in 91, 92. Great suspense thriller. He did that. And yeah, Simon got down into the nitty gritty of composing music and all that stuff. And he didn't really talk about Terminator 2, which Brad Fiedel is actually thankful for because that's all he's asked about. Anytime you see an interview, that's the only thing he's asked about is, well, how did you find the music, or how did you come up with the music of Terminator? He's been answering that question since the movie came out. I mean, so we try, with all our interviews, we try to avoid questions that these composers, actors, filmmakers are always asked on a day-to-day basis, and we want to try to ask questions that I find interesting, that Simon finds interesting, something that they haven't really gotten questions of with their career. Take a look. Keep an eye out for that series. And we made this little intro that I'm going to play here. And this intro is extremely first draft. It's not a good intro. This intro sucks. But it's something that we came up real quick, and I just want to share with you guys, just to give you a little taste of what's coming up. And here we go. Yeah, so it's called The Perfect Score. It's going to be hosted by Simon, and again, that drops the weekend, Thanksgiving weekend, which I guess is December 1st. And I think we're going to drop it every Sunday. We're going to try doing that. And if it goes good and we get lots of views and attention from it, I think we're going to make a sister channel and just kind of make a whole new channel off of that. Yeah, so that's that. And we got logos. We got logos here. It's The Perfect Score. This is created by our friend Lacey over at Loadberry Beams. And then Simon actually did this one with AI generated. See, AI is sometimes useful. So yeah, that's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun show to do, especially with the interviews. It's a lot of fun doing the interviews. Okay, so before I dive in and do some unboxings, well, first let's go and look at this. This is something I already opened. This is from Shout Factory, and it's one of my all-time favorite films, and that is, I already opened it. That is Born on 4th of July on 4K UHD. This is a whole new, brand new 4K restoration from the original 35mm negative that was supervised and approved by Oliver Stone. Just like he did with JFK, where he had hands-on involvement with the full restoration, he did the same thing here with Born on 4th of July. And it comes with a poster, which I'm not going to roll out, but there's a poster. So I cannot wait to check this out. I did some research and I found out that the color grading was not approved by Oliver Stone from the Universal Blu-ray. And it wasn't accurate. Now it is, just like with Shout Factory's JFK. So yeah, I cannot wait to dive into this thing. And it's got new audio commentary. It's got some new interviews too with Oliver Stone. Yeah, this is gonna be great. And I will also be doing a 4K versus Blu-ray comparison to this. So that's one down. So before we dive into the rest, I just wanted to share this with you because Vinegar Syndrome announced a couple of new titles that I was extremely surprised by. I'm going to try to share the screen here. I haven't really done it before. Let's try to share here. Where is it? I guess there. Okay. Let me know, guys. Are you able to see it? Is it sharing? Let me know in the comment section if you're able to see. Because I can't go back. I have to go back and forth. I'm trying to enlarge it. I have to go back and forth between windows. So let me know now, please, if you guys can see the Vinegar Syndrome website. Well, I guess no one's answering me, so I guess I can go into my phone. Oh, okay. John, thanks. You can see. Okay, all right. So this is insane. They are releasing Congo. Freaking Congo on 4K UHD, and this isn't just a regular release. This is part of their Ultra series. Those big box that includes everything and the kitchen sink series. I mean, this did not seem like to me at all a title that Vinegar Syndrome normally releases. Is it a good movie? No, it's not a good movie. I mean, it's been disowned by all the filmmakers, but it is a fun movie. It's a lot of cheesy fun. Directed by Frank Marshall, who did Arachnophobia, who did Alive. He is a producer of majority of all Steven Spielberg films. So that was a huge surprise to me, at least, that they're releasing Congo in 4K UHD. And then I knew this one was coming, but I wasn't sure when it was coming, but we finally have it, and that is Looking for Mr. Goodbar. I have been waiting for this. This never got a Blu-ray release. It only had a really DVD release, and finally we have it on 4K UHD. It's winner of 2 Oscars. This is definitely one I've been looking forward for a long time here. Fantastic film, just an excellent film. Back in the 70s, where they weren't afraid to go there with movies. And as I said, it won I think it won 2 Oscars. It was either nominated for 2 Oscars or won 2 Oscars. So those are the 2 releases that I cannot wait for. And I already talked to Oscar over at Vinegar Syndrome, and he's already has me on the list to send both of these to review. And I'm definitely going to compare Congo with the previous Blu-ray to this new 4K. So yeah, that's awesome. I was really surprised by that. And then now there are some other titles is Blood Tracks. I've never seen this movie. I've heard of it, but I've never. Ooh, look at that! Woohoo! I've never seen this movie. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. That's just on the regular Blu-ray. And then they got some other stuff here. Cannibal the Musical by Trey Parker. I've always heard of this movie. Never seen it. I think this is being released by their Degrasser video line. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get this one or not from Oscar, but I'm going to try my best. Anyway, those were a couple new announcements today that, again, I was with Congo very surprised by, and 2 with Looking for Mr. Goodbar very happy about. So that's great. Let me know, guys. Do you plan on picking up any one of those titles? Let me know in the comment section. Have you already pre-ordered them? Let's get going with these. Now, these two are. Whoa, wait a minute here. This is from. Okay, so this is from a place. It's a distributor center where they distribute different titles from different labels like Warner Brothers, Sony, even stuff from HBO, and they send them to reviewers. So I'm going to open this. I'm not sure I was expecting a bunch of stuff, but I'm not sure what title this is. But I will now. Oh, okay. The Intern on 4K UHD. I guess this was just released this past week. It was an okay movie. I enjoyed it. Probably not one I would actually go out and buy, but there it is. If you liked it, we finally have it on 4K UHD. Next up is a one from MVD. And I'm excited for this one. I already know what this one is. This is, oops, I don't want to rip it. This is a documentary that was actually, it was spearheaded by a friend of mine, Scott Mantz, who is a film critic in LA. And he's been trying to get this made for a very long time with him and his people. And that is this documentary, which I hear is fantastic, called 1982, The Greatest Geek Year Ever. And this comes out November 5th. So yeah, I'm happy to get this. I actually saw it already. They had it on, I think it was the CW where they had this, where they first aired it. But now we have an official Blu-ray release, which is awesome. And of course, MVD, you're going to get the full treatment. We got here a rad mini fold-out poster, which is always awesome. The disc art, and then we have reversible sleeve there, which is pretty cool. And it also comes with things you do not get on streaming, and that is some special features. So it comes with, what does it come with? Audio commentary with the director and producer and the writer. Also, it comes with an audio commentary from Scott Mantz. And, oh, okay, cool. It also comes with some deleted and extended scenes, about 40 minutes of deleted and extended scenes, so probably episodes that weren't aired on CW, and a fan's favorite featurette. It's about 17 minutes, and also a Comic-Con panel. Yeah, this is definitely one you guys want to pick up. This is going to be a great documentary. Like I said, I already saw it, but I cannot wait to check this out. Remastered in HD, and especially with the extra bonus features. So that's definitely one I'm really looking forward to checking out. I also picked up, now I picked this one up, I wasn't sent this one, but from Arrow Video, a Simple Plan. This never got a Blu-ray, this never got a Blu-ray release, only a DVD release for the longest time, and every year I keep hoping Paramount was going to release at least a Blu-ray, but now we finally have it on 4K. Which is a great transfer. I already watched it. Let's see. John Pimmel says, the crew of 1982 worked the funding and making it and making of it hard. All our favorite voices are in this thing. Yeah, definitely, 100%. I need to change that font. That font sucks. Let me see if I can change the font. There we go. That's better. 100%. It was a great, it's a who's who of guests they have on. It's a great documentary. One I really, really highly recommend. Let's see, I got two here from Sony. So let's open these up. Let me know, guys, in the comments section. What did you guys pick up anything new this week? What are you guys excited for? Let me know in the comments section. I know there's, I'm sure everybody picked up Deadpool versus Wolverine, or Deadpool and Wolverine. And there was a huge chaos about the Steelbook. And yeah, it's true. I think Walmart is definitely taking advantage of that they are really the only ones selling Steelbooks now, especially if they're exclusive. And so they're racking up the prices. That's what they're doing. They're a business. That's what they do. That's how they make the money. And they know people are going to buy it. And they did. Everybody who bitched and complained about how expensive that Steelbook is, well, guess what? You still bought it. So if you want it to be lower, don't buy it, and they'll probably lower the prices. It's kind of like complaining about why do we always have, why can't we ever have a good amount of original movies in theaters? Well, because nobody goes to see them. They don't make any money. So if you want original movies in theaters, go see it. Support it. And then they'll do it. It's all about the money. All right, so this is from, I guess, Universal and Blumhouse. November 5th, we have this thing, Afraid. I haven't seen it. I heard it's actually not that bad. But, yeah, so this is Afraid. Man, Blumhouse, they've really gone downhill. When they first came out, they were, they were they were that horror studio that would make a movie for a couple $1,000,000, $2, $3, $4, $5 million, and then it would be such a great little horror film that it would go on to make a crap load of money. And now it's like, what are they doing? They're making crap like this now. And all their horror movies are PG-13. They have a mandate now of no blood. I don't know what Blumhouse is doing anymore, but I'm not happy with Blumhouse. I haven't been happy with Blumhouse for a long, long time. All they do is make cheap crap now. Let's see here. John Pimble says, WNUF2 arrived today in the mail from TerrorVision. So happy about that. And Ahsoka and Mando season 3 coming. Yes, it's $75 each, but I'm gonna get those. I love those shows. Yeah. I was debating on ordering. I really loved Ahsoka. I really love that show, and of course, Mandalorian. I mean, is awesome. But man, I just can't justify spending that much. Rogue One 677. Hey man, thanks for joining us. Says, hey again, Twin Flicks. How have things been? Pretty good now. Rogue One says, yeah, Blumhouse has gone downhill from this year. The only good one is Speak No Evil. Love that movie, seeing it with the family. Not just this year, but the past few years. I mean, Megan, I actually really liked. I thought Megan was good, but it still feels like a studioized, Hollywoodized horror movie where they're afraid to go where it needed to go. Speak No Evil, I did see. I liked it. It was fine. I do like the original better because it went there, and this one really doesn't. But yeah, I mean, I wish that Blumhouse would go back to what they used to make with their the horror movies they used to make. Another one from Sony Pictures, that is It Ends With Us, that Blake Lively movie. Which I did not see, but I have heard it gets really dark. It's PG-13, but I heard that it gets really dark with spousal abuse. And it's not a rom-com like it was advertised to be. This also comes out November 5th. I'm interested in seeing it. I think Blake Lively's a terrific actor, and oh, it's PG-13. I thought it was rated R. But yeah, the trailers made it look like it was almost like a rom-com. And I've talked to people who've seen it, and they say, no, it is not a rom-com at all. It's about spousal abuse, and it gets pretty dark for a PG-13 movie. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that. Let me know, guys, if you've seen It Ends With Us. Let me know what you thought of it in the comments. Let's see. Rogue One says, true that. Megan and Five Nights at Freddy's. Best kills, especially for PG-13. Agreed. The original has that insane ending for See No Evil. Yeah, I didn't like Five Nights at Freddy's. I hated that movie. Something's wrong when a movie's going day and date releases, meaning goes to streaming and in a theater. they don't have faith in the movie. But it made its money back, and they're making a sequel, so I guess they did something right. But I didn't like it. I thought that movie was crap. And I was really looking forward to it being dark and violent like the video game is. But I don't remember his name, but he gave an interview. He's the studio or the CEO, I think, of Blumhouse, or CEO, an executive, and he said that there's a mandate where he doesn't like to see blood in horror movies. Then why the heck are you making horror movies for? You can't make horror movies and not have blood in it, right? A good horror movie. I mean, you can, obviously, but I mean, come on. If you're going to make Five Nights at Freddy's, make Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't make some watered down crap. These two are from Warner Brothers. See what these are. Oh, okay. This is one I've been dying to see. I really wanted to see this one in the theater, but I just did not get around to it. Blink Twice. This is the directorial debut of Zoe Kravitz. I heard some really great things about this movie. This also comes out November 5th from Warner Brothers. Yeah, I cannot wait to check this out. Like I said, I really wanted to see this one in the theater, but I just did not get a chance to see it. Now I can. And talk about a stacked cast. We have Channing Tatum, Christian Slater, Simon Rex, Kyle MacLachlan, Gina Davis. The list goes on. And I heard it's a great movie too. So yeah, definitely can't wait to check that one out. Let me know, guys, if you saw Blink Twice. Let me know what you thought of it if you saw it. Do you recommend it? And next up from Warner Brothers. If I can open these. We have another movie that I was interested in because I always root for this director, no matter how many times he has failed me. I always root for him. And that is M. Night Shyamalan. And we have here is Trapped on 4K UHD, sent over from Warner Brothers. This is out November 5th as well. Like I said, I did want to see this movie because, like I said, I always root for him. I always root for M. Night Shyamalan. I said in a social media post the other day, this is what I've seen from M. Night Shyamalan. When he does not have a budget, when he works with a very low budget, he makes a great film. When he has a high budget, his films are bad. They're not good. So say like when he made his comeback with The Visit, shoestring budget. And even though I didn't really care for the found footage style, it was still a great movie and one of the best movies he's made in a long time. Then he went on to Split. Again, a movie that did not have a very high budget. And it was great. And then he gets into things, I can't forget the name on top of my head, other movies where he has a high budget again, and they're not good. Old. I guess some people like it. I didn't care for it. But I've heard a lot of mixed things about Trap. Let me know, guys, if you saw this. Do you recommend it? I heard that the first act is actually really good, and then it just goes way down from there. And I heard a third act is like a really bad Lifetime movie. And I've also heard a lot of people say this was just a promo reel, like a demo reel for his niece, who's the singer in the concert, because there's so much footage of her singing. At least that's what I've heard. But again, like I said, I haven't seen it, so I don't know. But I'm definitely going to check this one out, and I will be doing a review of it. It does come with a couple special features, an interview with M. Night Shyamalan, deleted scenes, and extended more concert scenes. Extended concert scenes. One thing I will say, I don't care how bad his movie is, it's never badly made. His blocking, his direction, his style is always on point. It's always good. Even stuff like After Earth, which was not a good movie, but you cannot say it was badly made. So that's one thing that I always give props to M. Night Shyamalan for, is that he never actually makes. His movies are never actually badly made. They're just not very good movies. Let's see here. Jason Blum. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know Jason Blum was the CEO, but it wasn't Jason Blum. It was someone else. So it must be a someone in the higher uppers. Agreed. I missed the bloody kills. I mean, even Terrifier 3 and Substance were bloody, and Terrifier has a chainsaw kill to the groin, and children blow up Michael Bay style. The Substance. I saw that a couple weeks ago. One thing that nobody talks about with The Substance is actually how funny that movie is. That movie is hilarious, especially the third act. It is darkly funny. I mean, I was cracking up laughing during the third act. And no one mentions it. No one mentions the dark humor it has. And I honestly didn't think it was that. I mean, yeah, it was graphic, but I didn't think it was that bad. Everyone was talking about Dennis Quaid chowing down on shrimp, and you're never going to want to eat shrimp again. I didn't think it was that bad. Whatever. Maybe I'm just sick. I don't know. Let's see. Rogue One says, I liked when Blumhouse had bloody. Had bloody. Now it's just disappointing, lacking blood. Trap was good. Enjoyed it with my father. It has great performances and darkly comical moments. Definitely recommend it. John Pimmel says, The Substance has a lot of humor, a lot of homages. It's so damn amazing. Yeah, it's a great movie. That's definitely one that I'm going to pick up if I'm not sent it. Because that's definitely one that I'll be rewatching over and over again. And I'm glad you brought out the humor, because, yeah, nobody does. Everyone always forgets about the humor. Next up, and this is Columbia Classics, Volume 5. I have all 4 volumes. Now I have the 5th one. I'm going to open this up because, in case you guys haven't seen these, it is a sight to behold, because these things are incredible. I love these sets. And even if you don't like every movie that's included, it's still an awesome box set that's worth it. So this is what it's like, this box set, and you open it up like this, and then you got 3 movies on each side, and then you have a hardbound book here, and this book goes into each movie of corresponds with each movie of the year, and has production stills, talks about the films, and all that good stuff. And a lot of times too, they come with an additional disc that's right in here that includes some TV series, like the last one, Volume 4. It included a separate disc that included the Starman, the complete series, that was remastered in HD, which was such a treat. I remember seeing that show when I was a kid, but back in the 80s, and I was very surprised. Why can't I get this in there? I was really surprised they included that. Now, Volume 5 includes All the King's Men, On the Waterfront, A Man for All Seasons, Tootsie, The Age of Innocence, and Little Women. Little Women, I believe, is the newer one by Greta Gerwig. Let me check it out. What's awesome too is their slip covers for these. Their slip covers are always cool. So I really like their slip covers. Little Women is the new one. So you have the slip covers like this. They're always like this, and they correspond with the color of the box. And then you have the original artwork. So I love these slip covers. Age of Innocence and Tootsie. Now, as far as does Sony ever release these singly? And so far, I think they've only released 3 that are standard editions. I think Taxi Driver's one, and they released I think 1 or 2 others. Don't remember off the top of my head. So once in a while, they will release these movies standard. I know On the Waterfront got a 4K release, 4K scan, but put on a Blu-ray from Criterion. And I was thinking that Criterion was going to put out a 4K to that, but we got it here from Sony. I'm not sure if Criterion may also put one out. That'd be cool. But this is from Sony, guys, so you absolutely know that the 4K transfers are grade A. You know they're top tier transfers. They're not going to have any issues with those transfers. And then we got digital codes here that no, I'm not giving away, so don't even ask. Let's look at some of the comments here. Okay, John Pimmel says, and Terrifier is the real deal. I love art or love art or hate him. It's one hell of a character like we haven't seen in a long time. Yeah, definitely. And what I love, I mean, even if you don't like the movies, you cannot deny what these movies have done. I mean, look at Terrifier 2. It was made on under $1 million, and it was the highest grossing movie of that year, or horror movie of that year. It was the highest grossing unrated movie, and now Terrifier 3 has done the same thing, where it's the highest grossing, which honestly is not hard to do, to outgross an unrated movie, because there's barely any unrated movies that have been distributed widely, so that's not exactly a hard thing to do. But you can't deny what Damien Leone and Terrifier has done, especially for independent filmmaking. You just can't deny it. I saw Terrifier 3 earlier today, and I didn't like it as good as the second one, but it was still there. It was still pretty good. Let's see here. Rogue One says, thank you for someone who mentions the Dennis Quaid scene. The damn scene many consider the scariest scene. Yeah, BS. It's just funny as hell. Yeah, I didn't understand that. Why people are saying that scene's scary. I guess just because it's close-ups of someone eating. I don't know. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like I didn't care. Rogue One says, I agree. After you made that short about Substance, I ended up agreeing it was a dark comedy. The Columbia Collection, like the films included, especially Little Women. It looks great in 4K. Good to hear. Yeah. I always try to pick up those Columbia classics. Hey, Joshua, thanks for joining us tonight. Awesome to see you. Rogue One says, the only Criterion release from the Columbia Collection was Tootsie, actually from 2014, was a new 4K. And that's the thing. I don't know if, On the Waterfront as well, it was a 4K, but put on a Blu-ray disc, and I don't know if Criterion will be releasing them on 4K or not, if they have the licensing to do that. So we'll see. It would be nice if they did. Next up is something from I don't know where. I'm guessing it's from Australia, because I tried to. Yeah, I think it's from Australia. I reached out to Umbrella to see if I can get on the press list, and I've heard Umbrella does not do very well with their customer service. They're not exactly very communicative, so I wasn't sure if they were going to send me anything. So I'm going to open this up and see what it is. Export courier, not sure what it is. Let's open it up and check it out. Maybe it's not from Umbrella. It could be from somewhere else. And no, I'm not even going to try to attempt an Australian or English accent. I can't do accents. I'm not even going to do that, because your people will cry and I will be canceled immediately trying to do an accent. Okay, so it says it's from Utopia Distribution Services. GB from Bicester GB. Not sure where that is. Does say fragile, handle with care, so that's interesting. Like FedEx or UPS ever handles with care. That's a joke. Well, let's open this up. Oh, okay, it's from Second Sight. Second Sight. And we have Late Night with the Devil. Now, this is one I have seen about 2 or 3 times. It's a good movie. I enjoy it. That's interesting because I did ask for this, I requested it, and they told me that they weren't sending these out to the United States. But yet I got it, so maybe my rep was able to smuggle one out. This is presented in HDR10 and Dolby Vision. Includes new audio commentary, interviews, lots of good stuff on this. Now, I saw this on Shudder when it was released, and then I saw it just last week when Joe Bob Briggs showed it on his Halloween special last drive-in, so I've seen it twice already. So this is cool. It would have been nice if I had that nice steelbook, but whatever. I'll still take this. So that's cool. So let me know, guys. Have you guys seen Last Night with the Devil yet? Let me know your thoughts on it. I'm sure you have. Happy to have it. That's awesome. Okay. A few more here, a few more here, a few more here. These are from Kino Lorber. Got 2 of them. Actually, this one came today. This one came a couple days ago. And we're going to open this up here. I have my laptop sitting on a case and it keeps rattling. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not, but it's annoying the crap out of me. Okay, so King of Lover, we have Rules of Engagement on 4K UHD. This is from a new 4K scan from 35mm negative. Directed by William Friedkin, the master. This was actually supposed to be released a couple weeks ago. I think near the end of October, last week of October, and it got pushed to November 5th. So this is out November 5th. It includes audio commentary, interviews with the cast and crew, and behind the scenes. I really enjoyed this movie. I only saw it once, though, when it first came out. And this is another one that never got a Blu-ray release. It only had it on DVD. So now we not only have it on Blu-ray, but we also have it on 4K UHD. And I'm sure it looks great. I mean, Kino Lorber is putting out the goods. One thing that people don't realize about these boutique studios is that they're not actually doing the restoration work themselves. It's the studio. So Paramount, like with this one, Paramount is restoring them and then licensing them out to be released by Kino Lorber. The only ones that actually do restoration work themselves in-house is Criterion, Vinegar Syndrome, I think Severin, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm sure this looks fantastic. And it's only got a DVD release too, so happy to have it. Happy to have it. Let's see here. Let's go to the comments. Episodic Joshua says, Late Night with the Devil is one of my favorites of the year. Yeah, it was good. Let me straighten out my shirt here. Let's see here. Rogue One says, hell yeah, I freaking love Late Night with the Devil. It's an excellent found footage film. I picked up the Steelbook a month ago. I saw it in theaters opening weekend. The Steelbook is excellent. I don't know. Do you really consider that a found footage? I think it's more of a documentary style. I don't know. That's just me. I think it's because it's not shot like a found footage. Rogue One says, one of my favorite horror films of the year. Seriously, indie horror has killed it this year in Violent Nature, Substance, Terrifier 3. I didn't really care for In a Violent Nature. Nothing really happened during that movie. I didn't really care. I actually got really bored with it, honestly. But the substance is definitely my favorite of the year. Joshua says, I think I've heard of Rules of Engagement a few times. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a courtroom drama. So, I mean, don't expect it to be like wall to wall action, but it's good. John Bimmel says, really like Late Night with the Devil. Reminds me a tad of WUNF films. Yeah, 100%, man. Here's some more here. This is from Kino Lorber. And I believe these are, I'm not sure the dates when these are out. And for some reason, Kino Lorber doesn't send me dates in their paperwork. All right, this is another one that got pushed back like Rules of Engagement did. This was originally supposed to come out before Halloween, and now it's out November 5th. I know that. And that is Fright on 4K UHD. This is one I've never seen, but I've always wanted to see. So very happy to have this on 4K. I'm going to try to hunt down the Blu-ray and do a comparison between them. So there's that. And then, all right. Okay, guys. So happy for this. So happy. Kino Lorber has been putting out a lot of Clint Eastwood movies, and these are their next 3 movies that are coming out in November. We have Clint Eastwood in Two Meals for Sister Sarah. Then we have one of my favorite of the bunch, Play Misty for Me. Excellent thriller, absolutely excellent thriller. And then we have one that I have never seen before and always wanted to, and that's the Eiger Sanction. Never seen this one. Let me know, guys, if you've seen this and what your thoughts on it are. Yeah, this is one I've never seen, but I've always wanted to see it. Check it out. So we have 3 new Clint Eastwood movies on 4K UHD coming out this November. I'm not going to open these up because I do need to do a unboxing for Kino Lorber for these. So I'm going to wait on those before I actually unwrap them. Let's see here. Two more boxes here. One is from Vinegar Syndrome, and the other is from Severin. Find my knife here. Which one should I do first? Severin or... Which one should I do first, guys? Severin or Vinegar Syndrome? This one is Severin. This one's Vinegar Syndrome. Let me know. Let me know. Which one should I do? Let me know which one I should do first. The bigger box or the smaller box? Smaller is Vinegar Syndrome. The bigger box is Severin. There is a lot of stuff coming out, guys. Tons of stuff coming out. 7 was finally announced. There's no confirmation on the actual street date yet, but it is coming out in January. I do know that. I do know that Panic Room is coming out too this year. So is From Dusk Till Dawn. And Fight Club. I was absolutely speechless with Fight Club. I could not... they announced Fight Club is coming on 4K UHD. I never thought I would ever see the day that Fight Club would be on 4K UHD. John Pimmel says, no wrong answers. All right. I'll do Vinegar Syndrome first. But yeah, I cannot wait. Freaking Fight Club, man. I'll tell you guys a real quick story of Fight Club. When that movie came out in the theaters, me and Simon went to go see it opening weekend. We saw it 4 times opening weekend. Every time we saw it except for once, the theater was dead. We were the only ones in there. And I think it was the second or third time we saw it, there was a couple that looked like they were on a date that went to go see that movie. And if you've seen the movie, you know that's not exactly a date movie. And so she left, and he looked kind of pissed off that they had to leave. But it was funny because the second time we went to go see it, the girl at the box office, she's like, why? You really want to see this again? I loved it. I love that movie. That movie is just incredible. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when that movie came out, it bombed hard. It was regarded as one of the worst movies of '99. It bombed hard to the point where the executive that greenlit the movie was actually fired for greenlighting it. And what's funny is that me and Simon would talk to friends, and we would say, you know what, this is going to be like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. In 20 years, this movie's going to be regarded as a classic because One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was the same deal. It bombed. It was not regarded as a classic like it is today. And it looks like we were right. Oh, okay. So Vinegar Syndrome sent me 4 movies here. Why did they send me this again? So they sent me this already, but now they send it to me again. The Howling Part 2. Your sister is a werewolf. I don't know why they sent this to me again. And they also sent me... I got doubles here. So they also sent me Tenet. The Tenet again. This is from Roman Polanski. Great film, guys. This is such a good film. Yeah, they sent this to me again. So I've got 2 doubles here. Maybe we'll do a giveaway. And then 2 more movies here. This is called Corpse Mania. Never seen it. Never heard of it. Have no idea what this is about or what this is like. It's heavy, so it's got a couple discs in there. Contains an 82-minute feature presentation in HDR in 4K. Yeah, I've never even heard of this movie, guys. Let me know in the comments if you've heard of this and do you recommend it. Looks cool. And then lastly, we have one that I'm looking forward to seeing. I've never seen it, but I've always wanted to, and that is Delirium. Yeah, so I can't wait to check this one out. These are all on 4K UHD from Vinegar Syndrome, and I believe they're all out now. So, yeah, thanks to Oscar and his team for sending me these. Like I said, the Tenet and Howling 2, they sent me doubles, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do a giveaway on those. Not tonight, but maybe in another live show I'll do a giveaway to those. Let me know if you picked up any one of those movies. See, episodic, actually, no. John Pimble says, Fight Club also had a shitty trailer. Yeah, the trailer was not very good. Nobody knew what the heck that movie was about, which I guess, I mean, that movie would be hard to advertise. It would be hard to advertise. Joshua says, Fight Club is a great movie in retrospect, and it's welcomed as a classic nowadays. One of my favorite David Fincher films. Yeah, my favorite David Fincher films, number 1 is The Game. Number 2 is Fight Club. Those are my 2 favorite David Fincher films. And then number 3, it has to be 7. Joshua says, just recently watched the rest of the Howling sequels last month. What did you think of them? I've actually never seen them. I've only seen the first one. And I think I've seen parts of the second one on TV, but not all the way through. But let me know what you thought of the Howling sequels. John Pimble says, and that Fight Club trailer played ahead of Star Wars Episode 1, so that trailer did 0 favors. Yeah, right, 100%. They did not market that movie smartly. All right, so this is from Severin Films. Severin, what's funny about them is that I request titles and they never send me. They keep sending me stuff that I never requested. And this is full of peanuts. So I'll clean up afterwards. Okay. Ah, there's a spider in there. Why is there a spider in there? I hate spiders. It won't die. But there's a spider in there. I'll just close that up. All right, guys. So from Severin Films, says it's out this October. Let's see here. So what do we have here? We have a sticker, first of all, which is pretty cool. So we have 3 new titles here that they sent me. One is called, and I haven't seen any one of these. Don't Change Hands. Have no idea what this is. Don't Change Hands. Let me know, guys, if you've seen any one of these, what you recommend, or if you recommend them. The next one is The Mad Bomber. It will blow your mind. The Mad Bomber. Never. I mean, I've heard of this one, but I've never seen it. Nice slipcovers too. And then lastly, what do we have here? The Red Light Bandit. I believe these are all, yeah, they're all Blu-ray. The Red Light Bandit. So I've heard of the Mad Bomber, but these ones I've never heard of, never seen. Let me know, guys, what your thoughts on them are, if you've seen them, and what you think of them. And that is it. I wish you guys could see the mess over here. It's piled. It's a huge pile of mess. Joshua says the Howling sequels were rough to get through, mostly, and until recently, last month, I've only seen the first one, which I like, and Howling 7, which was pretty bad. Yeah. I don't think any of the Howling sequels are regarded as good movies. Joshua says my favorite Fincher films are The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, Zodiac, and The Social Network. Yeah, I mean, all his movies are great. I love all of his movies. But yeah, the game, I love the game. The game is so good. Yeah, let me know, guys, in the comment section what your favorite David Fincher movies are. All right, guys, I think we're going to wrap this up. So that's it. That's all she wrote for the new releases. Now, like I said, with Kino Lorber especially, they want me to put out individual videos of unboxing, so that's why I didn't wrap those. So you're going to see them outside of this live show, and I'm not going to clip it out. They want an actual kind of produced video for it. But yeah, huge thanks to Warner Brothers, Second Sight, Severin, Vineyard Syndrome. Awesome. This is some awesome stuff here. Some stuff I haven't seen before. I'm interested in, and some great films from Kino Lorber that was released. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section. If you're watching this, let me know in the comment section on the replay. If you're watching this on the replay, let me know in the comment section what you guys picked up this week, what you guys plan on picking up, and what you're excited for. Yeah, I'm going to get going. I'm still dealing with this slight infection, so I'm starting to feel a little tired and run down right now. Not very good. Somebody was saying that I looked pale, so I don't know if I still look pale on camera or not. But anyways, guys, I managed to get on here and show you that I am alive. I'm still here. I'm still breathing. The surgery went good, and I'm going to check out. So thanks, guys, so much for joining me tonight. Thanks for in the comment section. Stay tuned for that new series, The Perfect Score. Also, guys, if you ever want to help keep the lights on, help donate to this show, or give us a tip, you can always do so at the coffee link that's in the description and on the channel. It really does help because if you guys don't know, I'm on disability and very limited on my finances, and so yeah, it helps a lot to keep this show going and to keep the lights on. John says, glad you are not a zombie, right? I am too. Brains. I need brains. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me, and we will see you next time. Hopefully sooner rather than later. We'll see you guys later.